Weakness to warrior mindset. Yeah. Liquid death, buddy. Gotta get on the liquid death train. Stuff is so good. 20 calories. 20 freaking calories. Again, I can't tell you how good this shit is. The ingredients is carbonated water, agave nectar, citric acid, natural flavor, stevia leaf extract. Like, the ingredients in this you can actually read and know what they are, versus a freaking soda is like glutamonicate or vagina butterfate or who knows what the fuck they put in it. Glycerinized mitastate or Vegemite. Yeah, Vegemite. But I'm going to finish my liquid death, go on a little walk, go on a little chat with y'all, and talk about some things. Liquid death. The topic of today. Nobody gives a fuck about you. Nobody cares about you. You have to get that in your head. You have to understand that nobody cares about you. Oh, look, a mushroom. You're going to have to get that in your head. I want you to think back throughout your life when you were in the dumps, when you were at low points in your life. Where were all these people? Where were all these people that said that they cared about you? Where were all these people that had your back? Your friends, you know? No, you were on your own. And nobody came to save you. You saved yourself, which is why you're still alive and where you are at today. It's a cruel, cruel world. As a man, there's no one there when you're freaking down on your knees and down on your luck. It's up to you to pull yourself up by the bootstraps and get to where you want to be. No one's going to help you. The only ones that they help are the women. Women get all the help. What happens when shit goes bad in their life? There's always a dude there to help her or her friends. Maybe not her female friends, but there's always at least some sort of freaking orbiter around her. Some of her friends, or her friends, you know what I mean? A woman that has male friends, they're only after one thing. And they can say it all they want. Well, we're just friends. Yeah, bullshit. You're only friends with her because you just want that Pinocho, that poontang. That's all, because you figure if you can be her friend, that, you know, eventually you'll be her boyfriend. Well, it doesn't work that way. But again, I want you to think back. Like, think long and hard. Sit down. Sit down with yourself. Put your fucking phone away. Sit down somewhere quiet. By yourself. Maybe a piece of paper, pencil, pen, whatever. Write down all the times that you were down on your luck. And then, if you can remember the dates, that's fine. But certain instances in your life where you were down on your luck. And I want you to write beside them all the people that were standing there helping you. Or the people that helped you get to the next level. A few people I can say has helped me. You know, when I got out of a relationship and I needed a place to stay temporarily or so, a couple months, you know, I asked my dad. He's like, yeah. But other than that, No. Well, there was a guy named Kurt. Good Christian man. Helped me when my truck broke down. He'll give me the ride to work sometimes. So, yeah, but for the majority of the part, when it was always something, that knocked you to your knees, look around. Look at all the people that were there that weren't there. And maybe you thought they were there, but they weren't. Anybody's like, yeah, man, you need any help? I'll help you. I can tell you, I've helped more people than people's helped me. I don't want that that sounds selfish, but, I guess that's all the blessings in disguise. I guess if you help more people than people help you, that's the true blessing, because it shows what kind of character you have, that you're willing to help other people when no one's going to help you. Those are just some thoughts of the day, the subject of this video, of that no one's going to be there to help you, and that nobody fucking cares. The only time they care about you is when you're on top. As soon as you're on top, everybody wants to be your friend. You fall off that fucking mountain, or you slide down that mountain, you look up, there ain't nobody around. That's just human nature. So that's why you need to get on this path, because it's going to be you that helps you. Yeah, I'm giving you the advice. I can give you all kinds of advice. I can give you tips, techniques, meal plans, training plans, but it's you that's going to execute it. I also want you to think in your mind, okay? Just imagine you have a fucking treasure map, right? A fucking old style treasure map that's on that fucking nice pirate paper, you know what I mean? That has, some of the edges are burnt and it's got stains on it. And it tells you exactly where this fucking treasure is to the T. You don't need a fucking GPS. You don't need a metal fucking detector. You don't need a freaking truffle finding smelling pig or a bloodhound or anything like that. But all you have to do is go to these freaking coordinates, drive here, walk this many steps, maybe take a shovel, dig down 12 inches, and right there's the treasure. And it's worth like freaking $6 million. All right. At that point, are you rich? No. Why? Because all you have was a map. You didn't actually freaking take the time and effort to fucking go find it. Once you take the steps and the actions to go find that treasure, dig it up, and then possess it, then you've got that $6 million bounty. This is a metaphor of what I'm trying to teach you, is that I can give you all the steps. I can give you all the nutrition plan. I can give you the forewarning of this is what's going to happen. This is how it's going to break down. These are the pounds that you're going to lose. This is how much pain and freaking struggle you're going to have to go through. But it takes you to put in the effort. Nobody can build that fucking body for yourself. It takes you. Nobody's going to care about what you're doing behind the scenes. They're all going to see the end result. No one's going to see the fucking troubles. No one's going to care that you're fucking starving. Well, not really starving. I don't want to put it that dramatic. Because starving is basically if you've gone like a couple days, a week without food. This is just controlled starvation when you put yourself in the deficit. Yeah, you'll be hungry for a little bit, but at least the meal's coming. True starvation is you don't know when your next meal's coming. So, to put this in perspective, you have to be able to harness that energy of knowing that no one's going to be there to save you, that no one gives a fuck about you, and just go do the shit anyways. That's the way I am. In fact, I know no one fucking gives a shit about me. You know why? Because no one fucking checks in on me any day, which I don't really give a shit. Go over the past 2 weeks. How many people have ever frickin' in your circle over the past weeks? Has anyone ever said, or everybody texts and said, hey, how you doing, bud? I'm just checking in on you. You know, a bro check or a friend check. Be like, you got any problems? Anything I can help you with? You know, anything you're struggling with that I might be able to help pray with you about? If no one's doing that, that gives you all the freaking information and all the freaking evidence that you need to make this, you know, conscientious decision and know that what I told you is true. No one gives a fuck about you. Now, on the adverse side, you have to look at yourself. How many times over the past 2 weeks have you done the exact same thing that I talked about? That you reached out to someone and said, hey, bud, hey, sis, whatever. Anything you struggling with? Anything that I can help you with? Anything that I can pray for you about? I have a friend named Mike. I call him Mike and stuff. Like, if you'd see my phone, you wouldn't even know who these people are. Their names are just so wacky. But I check on him every Sunday. You know, I send him a text because I know he's going through some trouble. You know, physical trouble, you know, financial trouble and shit like that. I just check on him week to week to week. Like, hey, bro, how you doing? How's you and your wife doing? You know, anything I can help you with? Anything I can pray for you about? I do that weekly. I know he appreciates it because how his own son don't even do that for him. So, you have to be able to take the fact that nobody gives a shit about you and nobody cares about you, but then you turn that inner freaking pissed offness, that inner rage, and just you turn it to good. You do to others what others won't do for you or do to you. You take that time. You freaking ask people, what are you going through? Anything I can help you with? You'd be surprised at how much somebody, you can just turn their day around. If they're having a shitty day and you just ask that question and they tell you their problems, because most people tell you your fucking problems anyways, because people like to freaking bitch and complain about everything. But it might get that load off their mind, that little problem off their chest. Is like, yeah, actually somebody actually really freaking cares. And actually somebody, you know, wants to talk about this and help me. You may not be able to help them financially. You may not be able to help them at all. But just asking, just inquiring about, you know, their mental state, their physical state, anything can do wonders. I mean, it's a cruel, cruel world. I mean, about the only people that's going to care about you lying on the side of the road frickin' with the broken leg is the paramedics. I mean, there are still some good souls out in the world, but by and large, there's not. There's not too many people in the world that actually fucking give a fuck about one another. I've had this conversation with other people and be like, when someone starts asking you questions or comes up to you and, you know, tries to friend you or be your friend or something, you have to ask yourself, what the fuck do they want from me? Because someone always wants something from somebody. And that's where my mind goes. Someone's always like, you know, asking me questions. Hey, bud, how you going? Hi, my name's, yeah, I'm like, what do you want? What do you want from me? You have to have that mindset and that mentality. So I'm going to wrap this up and give you the cold hard truth as I did. No one gives a fuck about you. That's why you have to get up off your ass. Start taking the fucking steps to become and transform from weakness to warrior mindset.